Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Keepsy, aka Keeper of the Keys. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell and every time I upload, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Okay, so what does my collective need to know today? What does my collective need to know today? What does my collective need to know today? Okay, so we've got prediction in reverse. We've got cleansing in reverse. Okay. Then we've got high priest, high priestess in reverse, responsibility. So somebody is trying to do some sort of spell work so you can't be held responsible for your own actions. Like, I just getting there is some sort of ritualistic type of practices what's been going down on someone in my collective. So cleansing is needed. So cleansing that energy field is really needed because there's been a lot of dark energy and a lot of spell work sent towards you. Okay, with this prediction in reverse, quite possibly you could have predicted some of this. There could be a dark high priest, a high priestess who is doing this. Then we've got banishment. Okay, you could be a water sign. With water coming out, you could be a water sign. Okay, then we've got sensitivity, balance in reverse, incubation, hex and banishment and gossip. Right, so there's been a gossip spell. There's been a gossip spell, so people will gossip about you. On the bottom here, we've got relax in reverse because they don't want to see you relax, okay? So if you are a high priest or a high priestess, your channels, your downloads are going to come when you are most relaxed, when your body is open for these messages to be delivered. So they tried to stop some sort of relaxation. They tried to stop and block some sort of cleansing because they've been doing dirt magic, okay? So they've done dirt magic and they've put a picture in a jar or in some mud in a jar and buried that in the ground. Banished, they've done like some sort of banish spell to have you be banished out of the public eye. They want you to go into incubation and be on your own, okay, while they carry on hexing and cursing and spreading gossip. Alright, so basically they just want you to just put up with the gossip, put up with the slander. They have done again a gossip spell so people just start to gossip about you. It's definitely someone who's linking to a coven. Someone who's linking to a coven. Okay, somebody could have gone to a high priest or a high priestess in some sort of a church coven to get this done. Okay, sensitivity. Quite possibly you could be really sensitive to energy. You could be an energy reader, you could be an empath, and they know this. And if they know that you are an empath and you're an energy reader, they know that you're going to read that energy, what they're sending towards you, and they are treating it like some sort of a torture game. They are treating it like some sort of torture because they believe that they are going to be able to get away with it. Quite possibly because they've got away with doing all this hexing, this cursing and this black magic for a long time. Also with this hex and banishment and incubation, they could, and then we've got balance in reverse, they could be trying to hex you so you don't have children, so you don't carry a child or children, or so you don't have any more children. To stop your lineage from expanding because they don't want your lineage to keep expanding. Okay. And quite possibly the cycles, your periods, Divine Feminine, has been affected. Maybe your periods could be all over the place. I think this is due to someone who is trying to hex and curse your womb, your ovaries. Wow. Again, relax in reverse. Ambrosia in reverse, and spring in reverse. So they don't want you to relax. They want to take some sort of a spring out of your step. Spring could be significant with Osteria and spring coming out. They could have done this in springtime. You could be born in springtime, or they could be doing this to somebody who was born in spring. So we've got Candle Magic in reverse, and then Watch of the North Winter. So they've been doing candle magic. They did this winter and spring, okay? What they wanted was to turn you cold on the inside, or they was trying to create some sort of gossip that you was like cold-hearted, mean. This is what they wanted to make out, that you're the mean one, you're cold-hearted. Candle magic, so chakra magic, lighting candles with an intent, with Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's picture there at an altar. And then we've got power in reverse. So they wanted to try and take your power, your personal power. They wanted some form of control. They wanted to take away your responsibility and make out like it's their responsibility, or quite possibly label you as weak and say that you are irresponsible. Invasive. So what they've done is they've done a lot of invading privacy. They've used a lot of divination, dark, heavy divination to look in. And then we've got romance in reverse. They've even tried to block some sort of romantic life because, well, love is the most powerful, strongest, highest vibrational frequency there is. You could be going on a spiritual awakening. They could be trying to stop a spiritual awakening. They could be trying to stop you from ascending with all these attacks. Reconciliation. So with this romance, what came out in reverse and reconciliation, someone wants to reconcile. Who's this who's wanting to reconcile? Someone who's invading, okay, ancestors are wanting to reconcile with you, okay. Ancestors are protecting you at this time and this union, okay. Ancestors are protecting you and this union. There is some sort of reconciliation for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, okay, some sort of union. They could have tried to hex and curse this union, so Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine could not have a child. And then we've got romance again in reverse. They are really wanting to block some sort of union, a romantic union. Clarity. They don't want to get you to get any sort of clarity into what's going on. We've got recovery in reverse. They don't want you to be able to recover from all this spell work and all these spiritual attacks. They don't want you. Breathe in reverse. They don't even want to give you any breathing space. Going back to this invasive. It's like they don't want you to have any breathing space. They just want you to constantly be having to break these hexes and curses, and lift and remove and literally get rid of all these hexes and curses. Breathe. So like literally it's been back to back, attack after attack, because they don't want you to be able to relax or rest, because they don't want you to be able to get some sort of channels from the divine. They really don't want you to have this connection with ancestors. Have also tried to block ancestors because they don't want you to get any sort of clarity, because they know if you're a high priest or a high priestess, your ancestors are always going to come back and they're always going to give you the heads up with what's going down. They want to make out like you is weak. Oh, and then we've got death and breathe again in reverse. So they literally wanted to bring that spirit of death. They wanted to bring the Grim Reaper. But if you're a high priest or high priestess, you work with the Grim Reaper. Obviously, if you're a high priest or high priestess, some sort of mediumship skills, you work with with spirit. And I is getting also they try to do some sort of anxiety spell, so you find it really difficult to breathe, then you have an anxiety spell, anxiety attack, then that could lead into a full-blown panic attack, is what they are wanting. Security in reverse. They don't want you to feel safe. They want you to feel insecure, or they are trying to make out like you're very insecure, you're very irresponsible, you are very weak, while they are invading your privacy, and they are going to somebody to get spell work done on you and look into your future. You just can't make it up. I did just cover it up. A reader, okay, who wants to have you dispirited. A reader. With this soothe and aloe vera, quite possibly, and then grounded in reverse. They've done some sort of dirt magic, so you come out in spots, okay? Some sort of dirt magic, so you come out in spots. Definitely some sort of fertility spells, divine masculine, divine feminine. The ancestors and the spirit guides, what they called upon, are not even their ancestors. So they tried to make some sort of offering to someone else's ancestors, so they could gain power and control. Respect in reverse. They've got no respect for ancestors. They've got no respect for spirit. They've got no respect for spirit whatsoever. They've got no respect for ancestors or spirit guides. Wow. They're trying to block and stop a bond between divine masculine and divine feminine. They've lost divine protection. They are jealous of that good luck you have. Go back to this clarity, this intuition in reverse. They are trying to block your intuition. They literally, with their wand, they are with this abundance, they are jealous of your abundance. Okay? They are jealous of you awakening. So basically what they have done is with this moon and cycles, they've tried to affect you during every different moon cycle, every different lunar phase. So lunar magic, lunacy spells, courage. They don't like how courageous you are on your own physically. Homecoming. They're trying to block and stop some sort of a homecoming. Familiar. Guardian. So ancestors is working through animals. Ancestors is working through animals to help guide you. Purification, so he's needing to burn some sort of sage, as that is scientifically proven to help release negative ions in the atmosphere. Okay. They really tried to affect your stability, and again this altar, they have got a picture of divine masculine, divine feminine at an altar. They also have a voodoo doll. They are offering up to some sort of deities or something. It could have worked before previously, but it's not working anymore. Homeland, because ancestors, the ones who has been called on, whoever they've been attacking, whether it be divine masculine, divine feminine, this divine masculine, divine feminine who they've been attacking, it's actually their ancestors, so it's like they're calling on somebody else's ancestors to attack them. Death in reverse. And repel. That's why it's gone back. We've got intensification. They did some sort of fire magic. Okay, they wanted to stop some sort of passion, dreams, goals, motivation, and they was doing very strong death spells, and they wanted your energy to naturally repel people rather than it attracting. So they really wanted to take all that good energy and cloak themselves, because there's a lot of cloaking in divine energy, which is absolutely shocking. It's absolutely shocking. Garlic could be significant. Maybe you're needing to eat more garlic. You could be needing to eat more garlic. Yeah, they're jealous of this good luck. Recovery, they did not want you to recover. They wanted you to be ill. So they deliberately tried to make you ill in every way, shape or form, and even tried to make you ill with gossip. They wanted to affect your balance because they wanted to say that you're irresponsible, okay? They don't care about how sensitive you actually are. All they care about is winning something. All they care about is winning something. Like, whatever that is,